Hey Libras, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your general life tarot reading for June 15th through the 30th. If you want to skip straight to the message, go ahead and click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and pull some cards for you. So we're going to start with pulling a couple of oracle cards to look at the overall energy that's surrounding this reading. The first card that we have out is Isolde, Undying Love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. And let's grab another oracle card for you and see what other messages Spirit has for you. So the other energy that's surrounding you for this reading is great gratitude. So we'll see how those two tie in, but let's dig into some tarot. And we'll start first by looking at your current energy. Current energy for my Libras, we have the Five of Fire, challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden from you. Challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden from my Libra collective. We have transformation. For advice from Spirit, okay, we have the Moon that came out a little bit sideways actually. And then for your potential outcome. Potential outcome. Okay, we have one that slid out real easy. We have the Four of Earth. So let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages a little bit more for you. So starting again with your current energy for my Libras, we have the Ten of Cups. For challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden, we have the King of Wands in reverse. For advice from Spirit, we have the Four of Wands. And for your potential outcome, we have the Three of Wands. All right, so let's get some Lenormand cards and see if we can get some final messages before we start interpreting. And we have the Moon for your current energy. For challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden, we have the Anchor. For advice from Spirit, we have the Lady. And for your potential outcome, we have the House. Okay, so Libra, let's get into this. What it feels like for the energy that's surrounding you with undying love and great gratitude, it honestly feels as though you're at a point where you're starting to fall back in love with your life, right? That you have been through some things, but there is this sort of ever-present hope and optimism that things will continue to get better. And even in the face of adversity, in the face of different challenges, you have sort of remained in this space of gratitude, right? And it might be that you follow, some practices from the law of attraction, manifesting, maybe you even do some spell work, but there's always been this feeling that despite everything, there's still something beautiful waiting for you. And I think that there's a deep appreciation for the things that you have experienced, whether they were good or whether they were not so good, because you know that all of those have been leading you to this next phase of your life, and that there were some very valuable lessons that you have gained from all of these experiences that deepen your appreciation for where you've been, where you are right now, and even more than that, what's to come. So looking at your current energy, we have the Five of Fire, we have the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Moon. So what it feels like for you right now with the Five of Fire, and that's the Five of Wands in traditional tarot, is that you are defending your happiness, right? You are putting up these sort of boundaries. You're creating these boundaries where you are not going to let anyone or anything get in the way of you achieving the wishes, the dreams that you have for yourself. And it does feel as though there's a little bit of a nagging energy, right? Where you don't know everything and you might be a little bit suspicious of people's intentions. You might look at things that happen as perhaps a little too good to be true. It feels as though there's this energy of not knowing everything, of not having complete clarity. But what you do know is that you need to make sure that you stay in a place mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually that will allow you to find your ultimate happiness. It almost seems as though like you're going to defend that to the last. You're not going to let anybody get in the way of that. What we have for obstacles, challenges, and what's currently hidden from you, we have transformation, we have the King of Wands in reverse, and we also have the Anchor. So there might be a little bit of a feeling that you, what's a good way of saying this? That there's something keeping you from making this full transformation, right? To making this full hard left turn to get to your 10 of cups, to get to your happiness. It still feels like there's a little something that's weighing on you. Even though you have this sense of gratitude, you have this sense that everything will be okay, there's still something teeny tiny lingering in the background that may cause you a little bit of doubt. But what you don't see is that that transformation is happening and that weight is not going to last forever, right? Whatever this lingering feeling is, this feeling of unknowing, it's not going to be around too long. You're going to get that clarity, and this transformation, this evolution to the next phase is actually happening for you. So this could be in terms of a job, this could be in terms of education, a business, your relationships with people, whatever situation that you have in your life that has up to this point caused you a bit of heartache, a bit of stress, a bit of disappointment, that's going to come to an end. You don't know exactly when, you don't know exactly how, the sort of mechanics of it are not known to you just yet. And that feels like a little bit of stress, not a ton, because I think that the overarching energy around you is optimism and appreciation for what's to come. So what you don't see is that that transformation is actually happening. It is absolutely happening. And it's partly because, in large part, because of the work that you've been putting in, these boundaries that you've been setting up, this feeling that you need to make sure that you, above anything else, are okay. So that's not a bad thing. Little bit of residual energy, but things are happening in the background for you. So for the advice from Spirit, we have the Moon, we have the Four of Wands, and we also have the Lady. So you see that the Moon is in your current energy, and we also have the Moon for the advice from Spirit. And so the advice from Spirit, or the messages from them, is that this uncertainty is not going to keep you from your happiness. It's not going to prevent you from reaching your ever after, from having this stability, from having this new foundation, right? This card of wishes, the 1111 card, the gateway into something new. This uncertainty is not going to keep you from stepping through that door and undergoing this transformation that the divine has mapped out for you. What they are saying also is, again, a lot of signs in these life readings for the next couple of weeks have gotten the Lady card in the advice position. So this is Spirit's way of saying, you know what? All of this work that you've done, this hopefulness, this nurturing that you've given yourself, these lessons that you've learned, hold on to them. Don't forget them. And don't let this uncertainty get you out of pocket in any way, shape, or form. just to make sure that you stand in your resolve, you stand in your strength, you be that sort of elegant, calm, learned spirit, right? You've gotten your lessons. You're holding on to that hope. You're holding on to your happiness. So don't let go of that. Don't let go of that, because this uncertainty is not going to stop anything for you. So, what we have for your potential outcome, we have the Four of Earth, we have the Three of Wands, and we also have the House. So, what these cards are telling me is that what's going to happen is that you're going to temper yourself a little bit, right? And you're going to be patient while you wait for things to unfold, while you wait for this last little bit of energy to get out of your space, right? This doubt, this uncertainty. You're going to just sort of be patient, and you're going to continue feeding into yourself. You're going to continue holding on to this vision and this gratitude that you have for not only the life that you're living right now, but the life that is coming into you. And that life is going to be something very firm. It's going to be this stable foundation. It's going to feel very comfortable. It's going to feel very warm. You are stepping through the gateway into a newfound stability, something that is going to be very long lasting, something that is going to shelter and protect you. So, again, if this is a new job, or an existing job that's going to give you more stability, this is going to be your business that is going to take off and provide you with some long term, financial security. This is going to be partnerships and friendships and experiences that build the foundation for what's coming even after all of this. So, Libra, I'm seeing all good things here because you've put in so much work, because you've learned your lessons, because you've held on to that feeling of gratitude and all of the lessons that you learned. There is a new, very stable foundation coming in for you. So I'm going to pull one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. Okay. So what we have for you is, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So this card is saying, stay in the vibe that you're in right now, of gratitude, of love, of this happiness that you know is coming towards you. Even if you don't know how, even if you don't know when, take everything that you've been through and the love that you have for the life that is waiting, channel that, embrace that, bring it inward, and let the universe show you how things are unfolding. There's nothing that you need to do differently other than maintain the energetic space that you're in right now, and be patient. Wait for that. Wait for that foundation to be built for you, because the universe is supporting you every step of the way. So, Libras, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.